I'm looking pretty good in these glasses. I think I'm gonna have to wear these whenever I talk about T2 Judgment Day. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about Terminator 2 Judgment Day. We're instead gonna jump 10 years forward to another, to something that to something really cool. We're talking about Best of Thomas. Best of Thomas was first put out in 2001 on VHS and DVD by Anchor Bay Entertainment. It was then re-released in 2004 with a blue border, and then was re-released in 2009 by Lionsgate. This contains several episodes from the first 4 seasons, all about Thomas. So let's get into them. Thomas gets bumped. I think it's a really sweet slice of life story, and yeah, I just really enjoy it. Like, it's also the first episode that's not based on any railway series or anything, so that's something you need to know. A new friend for Thomas. I thought it was pretty good. A nice continuation of Trevor's plotline from Saved from Scrap. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. Another banger episode. Like, the Chinese dragon theme is great, and I'm also just like, kind of like, also throughout the episode I've just been thinking, this was one of the Andrew Brenner, or this episode was based off of some magazine stories that were written in between seasons 2 and 3, and most of them, or all of them, I don't know, but they were written by Andrew Brenner long before he was head writer. So clearly he had a great understanding of the characters. That just goes to show how much Brenner loved Thomas. Thomas saves the day. Another nice episode. Though I wish this one. I wish the next episode was put here, and then Thomas Saves the Day could come after that. The other episode, I'll get to in a bit. Thomas and Stepney. One of season 4's best. Just everything about there is so great, and George Carlin just does such a fantastic job with the character voices and narration in that season. It's like one of, if not his best, the best season he's narrated, along with 3. Big Day for Thomas, I thought was also kind of a nice story, and Thomas Meets the Queen was the perfect way to cap off this release. In fact, if this was where the show ended, I would not be upset. I think this, it just has everything. It just has everything that a series finale would have. It feels like one of the most pivotal episodes of the whole show. And everyone is so in character. The sets look beautiful. The score is amazing. It really just... It almost really felt like they weren't they had this feeling that Thomas wasn't going to get renewed for a 5th season. So they decided to make this the grandest episode they could have. Now, of course, Thomas did get renewed for season 5, but again, I wouldn't be upset if this was where the show ended. So yeah, it seems like Best of Thomas is it seems like a perfect release so far. It's got great episodes, great narration. So what could be wrong with this? Well, it's trouble for Thomas. Now, I'm not saying the episode's bad. I think it's a really classic episode. It has Mike and Junior's music is iconic. Just the whole episode is iconic, and I love it. But why? Why was Trouble for Thomas so out of sync on this release? This is the one part of this release that just infuriates me, because everything else about it is great. I just don't get how did the people at Anchor Bay or Ghislaine, whoever was testing this release, decided, yeah, everything's good, let's go print it out. I honestly feel like whoever got Trouble for Thomas out of sync, I hope they got fired, because like how do you fumble that? But yeah, aside from that, that's the one thing that's holding this back from a 10 out of 10. If Trouble for Thomas was in sync as it should have been, this would have been just a 10 out of 10 release. I mean, it's classic Thomas. Like, obviously, like, anything from, like, the first 5 seasons is going to get a 10 out of 10. Because, like, it's just so amazing. And, yeah, I think Best of Thomas is just a really nice DVD. Oh, and yes, as you can tell, I'm in my new house. I've got most of my physical media on the shelves. But once like everything is all good, I'll give you a room tour to show you all the neat stuff that I've now placed in the room.